I'm Tiffany Wey. I recently graduated from the Harvard Graduate School of Design with my Master's of Architecture in May 2011. And I'm here as a junior scholar affiliated with the Urban Planning Department at National Cheng University in Tainan. I'm conducting urban research, so basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to understand the kind of streetscape of Taiwan. I'm conducting a lot of field work, kind of understanding the development of cities and how they've developed over time, and particularly with a focus on looking at pedestrian space. Basically what I have found with my advisor is that the street is a site of many different social activities for the Taiwanese. It is a site where almost everything happens, not just people walking, but where food is being cooked or drinks are being sold or scooters are being parked. And so I'm defining these different ways that these activities happen and how the architecture enables these activities to happen on the street and give Taiwan its specific street life. My family is actually Taiwanese, but I was born and raised in the States. So I've come back here a couple of times for visits, and I noticed even before I studied architecture or urban planning or anything that I just remember the sidewalks were just all different colors and all different heights. And even from before, I understood that was very sort of a strange thing that would happen in terms of urban planning or architecture. I remember that as a child. So when I came back here, it became the focus of my study. So usually for my research, I go onto the street and I conduct a lot of field work. Sometimes I have an interpreter and sometimes I don't. It's usually better when I have an interpreter because sometimes they can speak Taiwanese and they can speak with older people and sort of, engage with people more, like explain to them what I'm doing, and I can sort of smile and, speak my American Chinese. And so sometimes it's really amazing because people can be like super friendly or just have like these amazing stories, or they really have these, they also have like colorful opinions on all aspects of everything, the government or everyday life or what you should eat or drink. Other times it's a little frustrating, sometimes when I'm on my own and I'm in a smaller sort of residential neighborhood, kind of just taking pictures and drawing what's going on the sidewalk. A lot of older people come up to me suspicious of me like I'm, from the government, or I'm trying to bust them for illegal use of the sidewalk space. And it can get a little awkward explaining what's going on. But I think once they figure out that I'm sort of a foreigner, it all sort of works out. And I also think that since Jeremy Lin became very famous, that people can now sort of relate to that. They understand the concept of Asian Americans in Asia. I was a guest lecturer at one of my my advisor's class, like one of her last classes. So I gave my presentation up at the front of the class and paused, and I was taking questions, and all of a sudden there was a small black dog that wandered into the classroom and sat down and looked at me, and I just decided to proceed. And then after the class, the teacher told me that, the dog is a regular attender of the class, has probably 40% attendance rate. So, I mean, this probably wouldn't ever happen in the US, but, in Taiwan, like the classrooms are open and anyone can walk in and be a student, including dogs.